Hey you guys, Ashura here, and today I'd like to talk about my thoughts on chapter 854 of One Piece. What the hell am I doing? This chapter was a great chapter and really sets up the chapters to come. And more than that, this chapter has tilted the wheels in the favor of Straw Hats, not by like a huge margin, but they now have the element of surprise, which is a really crucial thing when you're down in numbers. So this is a great chapter. Now let me actually begin the review of the chapter. This chapter begins with Jinbei and Nami being rescued by Chopper and Carrot, and it starts off in a real comedic fashion. And from there we move on to the discussion between Jinbei and Brule, and this is a very serious discussion in which Brule boasts about her mom being ruthless, and she says that only people can come into the Totland and nobody can leave unless they have some work assigned by Big Mom. But nobody can really leave the Totland alive if they wanted to. So that's what she's saying here, and that is pretty much it about that part. And then we move on to the more interesting part, the plans made by Big Mom and Pudding. Now this plan is a very interesting plan, and it looks like the wind smokes are completely down in every way. Now, this plan has a very crucial element in it. That is, Sanji has to be shocked by Pudding's third eye. But I know now that we know that Sanji already knows about the third eye. So, what happens if he doesn't get shocked and just directly goes on to the kissing part? I mean, that's going to be really an interesting part. So, this is what I believe will happen. I don't think Sanji will get phased and he will directly go to the kissing part. And the kissing is not something new in One Piece. We already had a Sanji Viola kiss. So a Sanji pudding kiss wouldn't really be something out of the blue. So from there, we and also Brook actually knows this plan firsthand. So if they can somehow talk to Brook, it's going to be really interesting. But I don't think that'll happen. Brook, for most part, will now be a spectator till the actual battle begins. So from there, we actually move on to the place we actually find out that Sanji, or rather the captors, the Big Mom pirates actually believe that Sanji is still sleeping in his room, and we then move on to the round table conference between the children of Big Mom and also the top commanders because Baron Tomego is there, and that is in his chicken form. Seriously, he's a big chicken. I mean it literally, not in any pun way. So, and then this in this conference is where we are revealed that they believe most every straw hat has been accounted for. That is, uh, Chopper and Carrot have been captured. Pedro blew himself up. Brook has been captured. Sanji is sleeping in his room and will be slaughtered tomorrow. And then you have Luffy and Nami burned to death. Now, this is thanks to Oprah's doing and Brulee's doing, but you can't really blame Brule because she had captured them until they did a surprise thing on her. But Oprah, well, he's really scared of Big Mom. So this shows how Big Mom tolerates failures. She doesn't care if they are children; she'll just kill them. Well, when a person has 80 odd children, then I can't really blame her. Then from there, we actually move on to Sanji, where he's like thinking, what the hell? I mean, he's thinking that he has done everything he can until Bobbins shows up and tries to eat the meat in the bento box Sanji did. And there we find out that um, there is when Sanji instinctively kicks him. He doesn't actually think about the kicking, but just by instinct he kicks him. And when Bobbins asks him what is he doing, that's when Sanji realizes what the hell is he doing. And then he realizes that this is not the place he should be and goes most probably to the place where Luffy is. I'm pretty sure that's where he's gone. And with this chapter ends, and most probably next chapter is going to be a meeting between Luffy and Sanji, because that's the only thing that is yet to happen before the wedding actually begins, that is. So that's it with the review of this chapter. This chapter I give an 8.5 out of 10, uh, because there's not much real story progression until the end, so that's it. Apart from that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you want to be notified for my future content, please do subscribe. And if you have any thoughts to share with me, please do so in the comment section. With this, Ashura the Demon slicing off. Bye bye, guys.